Canyon Creek Services has a vision of communities free of domestic violence and sexual assault, and we pursue that vision by providing free and comprehensive services to survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault.
And addressing the reasons why violence is happening in the first place. And that's why it's so important, right? We could be serving survivors forever if we don't really get a handle on prevention.
When we talk about domestic and sexual violence, we really focus on addressing risk and protective factors. So a risk factor is something that increases the likelihood of violence to happen in our community. On the other hand, protective factors buffer against or decrease the likelihood of violence in our community. So our goal in prevention is to increase the protective factors and decrease the risk factors. While it doesn't guarantee that violence will never happen in our community, it definitely decreases the likelihood that it will.
I think people have a certain image in their head, right, of self-defense classes, of people being ready to protect themselves from potential perpetrators or potential victimization. But at Canyon Creek, when we say communities free of domestic violence and sexual assault, we are talking about communities without perpetrators.
What Canyon Creek Services and the people they've surrounded themselves with is so vital to the viability and the health of our community, quite frankly. Domestic violence and sex abuse, it knows no borders, it knows no boundaries, it knows no poverty, economic level. It's everywhere and it happens to anyone, and we must be able to help. And thank goodness we have these dedicated individuals and advocates who are trying to make our community stronger.
We do a lot of community outreach and education at Canyon Creek Services just to ensure that our community knows what domestic and sexual violence is and also how to get involved to prevent it. So we offer free educational presentations to businesses and any other organization or group that wants one, and we also promote healthy relationships, consent, and other prevention strategies through media campaigns. And we participate in policy advocacy at the local, state, and national levels.
If you want to be a part of this incredible work at Canyon Creek to prevent violence from ever happening in the first place, we want you to join us. Contact us to get involved, because together we can make our vision a reality.
Prevention is possible.
Prevention is possible.
Prevention is possible.
Together, we can prevent violence.